don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good afternoon, baseball fans. You're here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken, and we're going to have a little bit of afternoon baseball on this happy Wednesday afternoon. This is the series finale, and the Yankees are going for the sweep. So, what do you think? I'm going to welcome some of the folks who have chimed in and are here. Yanks for Life, appreciate you being here. Margaret, John the Beagle Dad, Susan, appreciate y'all hopping in today. I am going to go over the lineup. We're probably about 5 minutes before game time. And for today, Paul Goldschmidt will be DHing and leading off. In the 2-hole will be first baseman Ben Rice. Cody Bellinger will be hitting in the 3-hole, playing left field. Ahmed Rosario will be at third, cleaning up. Trent Grisham will be in the 5-hole, playing center field. Jose Caballero is going to be manning right field, hitting in the 6-hole. In the 7-hole is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. playing second base. And once again, Anthony Volpe is at shortstop in the 8-hole. Ali Sanchez will bring up the rear and is behind the dish. On the bump for us today is Carlos Rodon. For the Guardians, Angel Martinez will be leading off, playing right field, followed by Jose Ramirez at DH. Reyes Hoskins will be at first base. Travis Fry will be in left field, cleaning up. Benzano will be playing second base, hitting out of the 6-hole or 5-hole. In the 6-hole is going to be Stuart Fairchild playing center field. Schneemann is going to be at third base, hitting in the 7-hole. Austin Hedges will be behind the dish, hitting in the 8-hole. And Brian Rocchio will be at shortstop, bringing up the rear. On the bump for the Guardians is Parker Messick, a left-handed pitcher. So hence, the lineup as it is, the left-handed attack lineup. Hey, Rob, welcome to the stream. If you guys haven't, we have an active poll at this time. Drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 8 likes. Our goal is 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button. Share the channel out. This live play-by-play is being simulcast by the Hardcore Sports Network, courtesy of Mitch. So I want to thank him for the support. Appreciate you, brother. And if you haven't checked it out, I dropped a short, probably around 12 o'clock or so, an hour ago. Titled is Volpe Strikes Again. Think you might like it. Head on over, check it out, and let me know what you think. First pitch should be in about a minute or so. So how are we feeling about the game today, guys and gals out there on the internet? Scoreboard reviews are going to be quick, being that there are only 2 games in this afternoon set. Red Sox and the Rays and ourselves. So it pains me to say it, but I will say, let's go Red Sox. And I freaking hate it. Anyone who knows me, how much I hate the Red Sox. For me to root for them, it's got to be serious. Messick is 6-2 on the season with a 2.40 ERA. Opponents are hitting a low 2.15 against him. The Yankees have faced 14 left-handers this season and have beaten 13 of them. So, how we feeling about today's game? Do the Yankees break out the broom and get the sweep? And Messick sets. First pitch to Goldie is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0. Goldie's hitting .281 on the season, 8 home runs, 27 RBIs, and an .884 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is called strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. Messick sets, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2 on Goldie. As you know, Goldie tends to hit left-handed pitch very well. OBP is 500, slug is 800, and OPS is 1,500. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one to Rocchio. Rocchio feels it and fires to Manzardo. That is the first out of the inning. And correction, the first baseman is Hoskins. I messed that one up. And the first pitch to Rice is swung on and missed. That one was at his neck, completely out of the strike zone. Rice is hitting .297 on the season, 18 home runs, 45 RBIs, and a 10.08 OPS. Messick sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Messick sets and fires, and the sinker is just off the plate. Count is 2-1. Messick sets, and he fires, and Rice swings over the top of the sinker. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that ball is an elevator shaft home run. Steven is tracking it in the grass. It is going to make the catch in foul territory for the second out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Mark Wegner is the home plate umpire. 29 seasons as an MLB umpire. He is considered hitter friendly. First pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Messick's fastball came in at 94 miles an hour. Messick sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is 2-0. And Messick sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. That is ball 3-0. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. So that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Bellinger. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario. Rosario is hitting .258 on the season, 6 home runs, 20 RBIs, at a .794 OPS. Messick sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low and in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Hey, James, welcome to the stream. Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. And Bazzano is going to field it and fire it to Hoskins for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the first. Coming up in the bottom of the first is going to be Angel Martinez, Jose Ramirez, and Rhys Hoskins. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are currently at 10 votes, so thanks for those who have participated. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30, and we are at 9. I want to thank Mitch from the Hardcore Sports Network for simulcasting our stream on the Hardcore Sports Network. So thanks, Mitch. Most appreciated. Hardcore Sports offers a plethora of sports venue items for your viewing pleasure, from basketball, football, wrestling, and baseball. So please consider subscribing to them. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are a baseball exclusive channel. If you like live play-by-plays, I call a boatload of them. I drop shorts almost on a daily basis, and I have open panels where everyone in the chat is free to come up and talk baseball. So if these things appeal to you, Yankees may be the channel for you. Please consider subscribing. And it looks like Rodon has thrown the last of his warm-up pitches and is ready to go. First pitch is on the way, and that sinker is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Martinez is hitting .236 on the season, 10 home runs, 32 RBIs. Next pitch is on the way, and this is driven to left field, and that one is out of here. Wow. So the Guardians hop out to a one run lead. That one traveled 406 feet at 106.2 miles an hour. And the Guardians have a 1-0 lead. Coming up to bat is Jose Ramirez. First pitch is on the way, and that is a line to left field, and Bellinger makes the play for the first out. So that is one down. Rhys Hoskins is coming up to bat. So that is certainly not the way that we started thinking that the game was going to go. Rodon sets, and the first pitch is on the way. Hoskins swings at the slider and misses. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that slider paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Rodon sets and fires. That changeup is low and off the plate. Count is now 1-2. Rodon sets, fires, and that pitch is down low. Another changeup. Count is now evened at 2-2. Rodon sets and he fires, and that slider is down in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a liner at Volpe. Volpe makes the play, and that is the second out. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Rodon sets and he fires, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is 1-0. Travis Fry is playing left field today for the Guardians. Next pitch is on the way. That changeup is in the dirt. Count is 2-0. Does not seem that Rodon has a feel for the changeup today. All four that he's thrown have been in the dirt. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is inside. Count is 3-0. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 3-1. Rodon sets and he fires, and the four-seamer is going to paint the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is full, 3-2. Rodon sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains full, 3-2. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is way up high, and that's going to be ball 4. So as Fry strips his gear off and heads to first base, Benzana is coming up to bat. Benzana's hitting .255 on the season, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a .764 OPS. Rodon sets and fires, and this ball is chopped on the plate, and that is going to be a infield hit. So the Guardians have a Baltimore chop. Nobody was at first base. So that was a rookie mistake by Rice. So there are 2 outs with runners at first and second, and Stuart Fairchild is coming up to bat. And Rodon sets. First pitch is on the way. The fastball is up high. 96 miles an hour is what it came in at. Count is 1-0. Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and that is skied to right center. Grisham is going to make the play. They are going to crash into each other, but Grisham is still going to hold on to the ball. And that is the 13th or the third out of the inning. So as we head to the top of the second, Trent Grisham, Jose Caballero, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. will be coming up to bat. The score is 1-0 Guardians. And around the league for the two games on the hopper, in the top of the second, the Red Sox and the Rays are locked up at zeros. And as you know, heading to the top of the second, Guardians have a 1-0 lead on the Yankees. Like I said, it's going to be a quick scoreboard review because the next game doesn't start until 3:45. In the Yankees schedule, after the game, they'll be taking off and heading to Toronto to have a 3-game set at Rogers Center. Tomorrow is a day off for the Yankees. And most likely I'll end up bringing an open panel so that we can talk some baseball. Why would you say the team is pathetic, John? If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 11 votes at this time. Our goal for every live stream is 30 likes. We're currently at 12. So if you haven't dropped your like, please drop your like and hit the share. And Grisham is in the box. First pitch is going to be call strike one. Four-seamer got the top of the strike zone. I think it was out, but Grisham is not going to challenge it. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider catches the outside portion of the plate for call strike two. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right field, and that's going to drop in front of Martinez. So Grisham is going to have the first hit of the afternoon for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. And Messick sets. First pitch is on the way, and Caballero fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-1. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way. That is down low into the dirt. Count is 1-1. Caballero flashed a bunt. Caballero's hitting .253 on the season. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero lays a bunch down. Pitcher is going to be on his bunt. He throws it away, and Grisham is going to advance to third. Caballero is going to advance to second. So the Yankees have runners at second and third with nobody out. Messick tried to throw from his butt, and it bounced past Hoskins and went down to the right field line. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the pitch is hammered to right field, and that one is going to be off the wall. Martinez is going to fall down, and Caballero and Grisham are going to steal, and Chisholm is going to end up at third with a 2-run triple. So the Yankees have taken the lead 2-1. So the Yankees have jumped out to a 2-1 lead in the top of the second. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Volpe's hitting 190 on the season with 1 home run, 8 RBIs, and a .587 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to second. It's off the glove of Bazzano, and he is going to make it at first. And Jazz is going to score on the play, so the score is now 3-1 Yankees. Volpe at first with nobody out. Coming up to bat is on Ali Sanchez. And the first pitch is on the way, and Sanchez fouls it off. Count is 0-1. Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-1. Yeah, he is still using Judge's bat, bro, Susan. And the pitch is on the way, and Sanchez swings through. Count is 1-2. And Messick sets. And he fires. The changeup is off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Messick sets, and he fires, and Sanchez swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is the top of the lineup, Paul Goldschmidt. And Messick sets. First pitch is on the way, and that curveball is down low for call, ball 1. Count is 1-0. And Messick sets, fires, and the pitch is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Goldie is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. Messick sets, fires, and Goldie swings and misses at the cutter. Count is now 1-2. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is now full on, Paul. Messick sets and fires, and that changeup is down low. So that's going to be Paul, 4-Paul. So he is headed to first base. Yankees have runners at first and second with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. And it looks like the pitching coach is coming out for a mound visit. So Volpe is at second. Goldschmidt is at first. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We're at 11 votes. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And Rice is stepping into the box. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a foul out. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Bizzato. He fires to Hoskins for the second out. Runners are going to advance to second and third. Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. Does not have an official plate appearance. His first at bat, he walked. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Belly. And the next pitch is on the way, and that sinker is going to catch the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Messick sets and fires, and Bellinger hammers this one foul down the first base line. Count is 1-2. Yankees have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Cody Bellinger is up to bat. Messick sets and fires, and this ball is skied to left field. Fry is back, and he is drifting, and he is going to make the play just in front of the warning track for the final out, but not before the Yankees put 3 runs on the board to take a 3-1 lead. As we head to the bottom of the second, Schneeman, Hedges, and Rookie are coming up to bat. 7, 8, and 9. Hey, Kaz, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Well, have fun on your walk there, John. I think the pup may be worn out by the time it's all said and done. And for those of you that are in our stream, our active scoreboard has the Red Sox and the Rays locked up at zeros in the top of 3. Going to the bottom of 2, Yankees have a 3-1 lead on the Guardians. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 12 votes. And as you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 17, so we are 13 away from our ultimate goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 753 subscribers. I sure hope so for bowling. Our next milestone is 755. So just 2 away from that milestone. If you like live play-by-plays, I call a boatload of them. If you like shorts, I drop even more of those. And if you like open panels, I host those so that everyone in the chat can come up and talk baseball. So if this is something that appeals to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. And Rodon sets and fires, and the fastball is in there for call. Strike 1. He painted the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets, and he fires a slider in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Steeman is hitting .233 on the season, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a .660 OPS. Rodon sets, fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And Rodon sets and fires, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 2-2. And Rodon sets, pitches on the way, and that is a slider down in the dirt. Count goes 3-2. And Rodon definitely doesn't have control of his slider today. Everything has been down low. Let's see. Hey, NES, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 3. So Schneeman is retired via the K. So grab some bench, baby, because you're out of here. To answer your question, NES, I do not feel that Volpe is a long-term solution. I think that they're probably playing him to freaking show the league that he is at least a major league shortstop, barely. Pitch is on the way, and Rodon fires off the plate. Count is 1-0. NES, did you happen to catch my short today? Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is skied straight back. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Hedges cannot check his swing, so the count is even at 2-2. And how do you do? And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lied to Bellinger. He takes 2 steps back and makes the play for the second out. Rocchio is coming up to bat. Rocchio is hitting 280 on the season, 5 home runs. And the first pitch to Rocchio is a slider down low. Count is 1-0. I think Rodon has thrown 7 sliders and every one of them has hit the dirt. And Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and Rocchio fouls this one down the right field line. Count evens out at 1-1. Rodon is at 32 pitches. And Rodon sets, fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. Rodon sets, fires, and this pitch is skied to right field. Caballero is drifting, and he is going to make the play in foul territory for the 3rd out. And that is going to do it for the Guardians. So Rodon is going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's all we're going to see. Coming up to bat in the top of 3 is going to be Rosario, Grisham, and Caballero. Susan, honestly, there is no such thing as retired life. You just do different things and don't get paid for it, usually. For me, after I retired from the military and then retired from civilian life, all my projects for the house were done. Now I've been doing YouTube content creation, whether it be live play-by-plays or shorts. My other friends that have retired have gotten so bored that they've taken small jobs just to have something to do. So it's a question of what you want to do. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. The question is, will the Yankees pull off the sweep this afternoon? I have my broom handy dandy. And as you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're at 17, 13 away from our ultimate goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Grisham is 1-for-1 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and that is lined up the middle for a single for Rosario. Grisham is coming up to bat. I think I misplayed that one. So now Grisham is 1-for-1 on the day. Grisham is 1-for-1 on the afternoon, single, and has scored a run. And Messick sets. First pitch is on the way, and that 4-seamer is off the plate for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 2-0 on Grishbaum. Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 2-1 on Trent. And Bessick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Grisham. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. So the count is now 3-2 on Trent. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to the third baseman. He fires it to Balzano for the force out at second. So that's going to be a fielder's choice. Grisham is going to be at first. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 1-for-1 on the day with a bunt single. First pitch is on the way, and that is bounced to Rocchio. Rocchio steps on the bag at second and fires to Hoskins for the double play. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the three. Coming up in the bottom of the third is going to be Martinez, Ramirez, and Hoskins. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. And let's take a peek at our active scoreboard. The only other game is in Tampa. And in the bottom of the fourth, the Rays have taken a 1-0 lead over the Red Sox. Coming up in the bottom of the third, as you know, the Yankees have a 3-1 lead on the Guardians. Guess what? That's the active scoreboard for this afternoon. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We're at 14 votes. So thank you for everyone who has participated. Your support is appreciated. However, if you haven't dropped your vote, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted, and drop your vote. As you know, we shoot for 30 likes in every live play-by-play. We are currently at 10 away from our ultimate goal for this stream. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And we are at 753 subscribers, 2 away from our next milestone of 755. Ultimate goal being 1,000 before the season's end. So if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where the chat can come up and talk baseball, well, this may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. Martinez is 1-for-1 on the day. He hit a home run in the first at bat. Rodon sets and fires, and that slider is in there. Actually, it's a 4-seamer. The call. Rodon sets and he fires, and that fastball is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Martinez. Rodon's fastball came in at 95 miles an hour. Hey, Thomas, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And Rodon sets and fires, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. It is good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Martinez, a 3-pitch strikeout. So, Angel, you retired via the K. Grab some bench, baby. You're out of here. Coming up to bat is Jose Ramirez. First pitch is on the way, and the changeup paints the outside of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Ramirez. Rodon sets and fires, and the slider is up high and off the plate. Count is 1-1. Ramirez lined out in his first plate appearance, 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Rodon sets and fires, and that ball is chopped to Volpe. Volpe feels it and fires, and he throws the ball away. So Ramirez is going to be awarded second base because that throw went into the dugout. Well. Did you see my short, Susan? Hoskins is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that curveball paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-1. We are in the bottom of the third. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Hoskins. The batter is challenging the call strike. And the Guardians are going to lose their first challenge of the day. They have 1 remaining. ABS challenge, that is. And Rodon sets, and he spins and fires to second. Ramirez is back in head first safely, and the fans are booing, of course. Next pitch is on the way, and that is hammered foul into the camera well. So the count remains 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is for call, strike 3. So Reyes is retired via the K. So that is the second out. Travis Fry is up to bat. 0 for 0 on the day, or no official plate appearance, walked in his first at bat. Rodon sets and fires, and the four-seamer is inside. Count is 1-0. Rodon sets. Checks on the runner at second. The pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets, and he fires, and the sinker is foul down the right field line. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets, and he turns to second to chase Ramirez back. So that's the first disengagement of this batter. Rodon sets and fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is now 2-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is tap foul into the dirt. Count remains evened at deuce. What color is that freaking goose? Fastball up, brother. That's how you're going to get him. And Rodon sets, fires, and the high fastball is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Guardians. Ramirez is going to be stranded at second. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, and Ali Sanchez. And Kaz, don't get season started about Volpe. Well, Volpe needs to not get me started. Every time the ball is hit to Volpe, I cringe. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 14 votes at this time, so thank you for those who have participated. And while you're doing that, if you haven't hit the like button, please like and share the channel out. Our ultimate goal is 30 likes for every live play-by-play. We are currently at 20, 10 away from our goal, so please hit that like and share the channel out. I want to give a shout out to Mitch at Hardcore Sports Network. They happen to be simulcasting our live play-by-play, getting it out there for more players or more people to view. So thanks, Mitch. Appreciate that. And on our active scoreboard of 2 games, Rays have a 1-0 lead on the Red Sox in the top of the 5th. Here, heading to the top of 4, Yankees have a 3-1 lead on the Guardians. Active scoreboard for the day. Well, I'm not so sure about that, Kaz. And the first pitch to Chisholm is Call strike one. Paints the outside corner. And the next pitch is on the way. The cutter is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Messick sets and fires, and Jazz fouls the pitch off. Count is now 1-2. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is 2-2. And Messick sets and fires, and the next pitch is a changeup inside. Count is now full on Jazz. Next pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to Rocchio. He sets and fires to first base to get Jazz by a step. So coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe, hitting below the Mendoza line. Messick sets and fires, and the curveball is down low and inside. Count is 1-0. Volpe reached base in the second on an error. Messick sets and fires, and that four-seamer is inside. And that is going to be called strike one. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer paints the bottom portion of the plate. Count is 1-2. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is 2-2. And how do you do? Pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to the shortstop. Rocchio fields it and fires to first for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ali Sanchez, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Messick sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. Messick sets, and the pitch is on the way, and Sanchez is going to tap this one foul. Count is 0-2. Since his recall, he has 4 at-bats, does not have a hit yet. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off of the catcher's mask. Count is going to remain 1-2. Messick sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 4th. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th is going to be Benzana, Fairchild, and Schneemann. Kaz, did you check out my short from today? Well, well, well. What do you know? What do you know? I'm glad to be able to call a game on Wednesdays. Usually I'm at bowling and don't get the opportunity to do so, but this is an early game, so glad to be here to call live play-by-plays for y'all. Stepping up to bat is Benzana. Rodon sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Benzana. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a single in his first plate appearance. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is down low. Count is 2-0. Rodon sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled down the first base line. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Benzana. Pitch is on the way, and Benzana swings and misses. Count is now full 3-2. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. That is going to be ball 4. So the Guardians are going to have the first runner on base. Coming up to bat is Stuart Fairchild. And Benzana takes off, and he is going to steal second base. The pitch was down in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Hell, he started stealing just about the first move that Rodon made. Sanchez had no chance at getting him. And Rodon sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 2-0. And Rodon sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and that ball is up high. Count is now 3-0 on Fairchild. Rodon is at 61 pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 4. So that is 4 straight balls to Fairchild. So the Guardians have runners at first and second with nobody out. Schneemann is coming up to bat. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and this pitch is skied to center field. Grisham is on it, makes the play, and he fires to third base. No tag. So that is the first out of the inning. Susan, I tend to notice since Rodon has come back from his elbow surgery, around 50 pitches or so, he starts to get a little bit wonky. He's at 64 right now. Rodon has always been a control pitcher, but that piece of the puzzle hasn't flown in yet. Austin Hedges is coming up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day. He lined out in his first plate appearance. And it looks like there's a pitch comm issue. Yep. And Rodon sets. First pitch is on the way. And that pitch is a slider down low. I don't know. I'd consider challenge that one. I think he might have caught the strike zone. Count is 1-0 on Hedges. Rodon sets and fires. And that slider is going to be in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets, fires, and that pitch is hammered down the left field line, and that is drifting foul. Count is 1-2. That definitely had the distance to be a freaking donor. Hedges has a lot of power. Don't throw this shit down the middle. Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is tap foul. Count is 1-2. Rodon is at 68 pitches. And Rodon sets and fires. And that ball is hammered into right field down the line. Caballero is chasing it. Bassano is going to score. And they're going to have runners at second and third with 1 out. It is a 3-2 game. So that is an RBI double for Hedges. So the Guardians have runners at second and third with one out. Brian Rocchio coming up to bat. Fairchild's at third. Hedges is at second. First pitch for Rodon is a changeup up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Nice 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Now that's the $64,000 question, Susan. Rodon sets. Fastball's on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and this is sky to right field. Caballero is backing up, and he is going to make the play. And tagging and scoring is going to be Fairchild. So that is a sacrifice fly for Rocchio. The game is tied at 3. Hedges is going to advance to third. So the Guardians have a runner at third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Angel Martinez. Martinez is 1 for 2 on the day and went yard against Rodon in the first. And the pitch is on the way, and this is sky to right center. Caballero is going to make the play in right center, and that is going to do it for the Guardians for the bottom of 4, but not before they pick up a pair of runs to tie the game up at 4 apiece. In our active scoreboard, the Rays have jumped out to a 4-0 lead over the Red Sox in the bottom of the 5th. As you know, going to the top of 5, Yankees and Guardians are tied at 3. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 15 votes, so thank you for those who have participated. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted, so please drop that vote. And we are at 20 likes, 10 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 753 subscriptions. Our next milestone is 755, so we're 2 away from our next milestone. So if you haven't, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And Messick sets. The first pitch to Goldschmidt is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Goldie is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Grounded out and walked. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is 1-1. Messick sets, and he fires, and that pitch is chop foul down the third base line. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is tap foul. Count remains 0-2 on Goldie. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is a looper to Hoskins. That is going to be your first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. First pitch to Rice is a fastball down low. Count is 1-0. Rice is 0 for 2 on the day with a foul out and a ground out. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice waves at a slider off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Messick sets and fires, and Rice swings and misses at that one for strike three. Coming up to bat is Bellinger. First pitch is on the way, and that is low and away. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and that sinker catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is skied to left. And the Yankees are going to go down in order. Going to be Ramirez, Hoskins, and Fry. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy Wednesday afternoon to listen to a little bit of baseball. I appreciate the support, and thank you. So, how are we feeling about the game? So if you were to select a player of the game right now, who would it be? And Rodon sets. The first pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker down in the dirt. Count is 2-0 on Ramirez. Rodon is at 77 pitches. Rodon sets. Four seamers on the way, and that is foul, tipped into the glove of Sanchez. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is 2-2. And Ramirez is going to call a timeout. Pitch is on the way, and Ramirez swings and misses for strike 3. Bat goes flying. So Ramirez is down on strikes. Hoskins is coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch is a fastball up high. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is grounded to Rosario. Rosario sets and fires to Rice. Second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Travis 5. Fry is 0 for 1 on the day with a base on balls and a strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 1-0. Rodon sets and fires, and this ball is hammered to Rosario, and he makes the play on the line drive. So that was an efficient 1-2-3 for Rodon. He may actually make it into the 6th inning. Coming up to bat is going to be Rosario, Grisham, and Caballero. Well, I would consider myself generally an optimist. However, I'm going to call out bullshit. And the Yankees' decision-making process with regard to not playing Spencer Jones like a left-handed hitter cannot hit a left-handed pitcher is insane. That's like the premise that left-handed pitchers cannot get out or can only get out left-handed hitters. I was a left-handed pitcher, and I got plenty of left-handed hitters out. And right-handers, too, on top of that. And then, of course, we keep running Volpe out. Volpe is hitting below the Mendoza line. He does not have good footwork, does not have good range. And Caballero, before he went on the IL, was 5 defensive runs saved, third best currently in the major leagues at shortstop. Yet he's not playing shortstop. And the first pitch to Rosario is chop foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Messick sets and fires, and that pitch is way up high. Count is 1-1. Messick sets and fires, and that pitch is a changeup off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Rowe. Rosario is 1 for 2 on the day. Messick sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is now evened at 2-2. And the next pitch is on the way, and Rosario fouls that one straight back. Count remains 2-2. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that paints the inside corner for call, strike 3. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, and the first pitch is going to be a sinker that paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a cutter in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. Messick sets and fires, and Grisham hammers that ball foul down the first base line. Count remains 0-2. Messick is at 88 pitches on the game. And the next pitch is on the way, and that slider is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Messick sets and fires, and that pitch is called strike 3. And Grisham is challenging that one. I think he's full of crap. And guess what? Grishbaum is correct. Call is overturned. Count is now 2-2. That was almost 2 inches off the plate. And Messick sets. And this ball is driven into right field. That is going to be over Martinez's head. It caroms off the wall. Grisham is rounding second, heading to 3. And he is going to be in there with a leadoff triple, or a one-out triple. So that went from a challenge strikeout to a triple. Second one of the game for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 1 for 2 on the day. So is Cabby going to lay down a bunt this time? Festa is warming up in the Cleveland pen. The infield is in. And the pitch is on the way. Changeup is bunted foul. Count is 0-1. And Messick sets. Pitch is on the way. And this one is hammered to left field. Catch is going to be made. Grisham is heading home. And he is going to make it in there safe. The throw was off the line, and Grisham is safe. And the Yankees jump out to a 4-3 lead. If he throws on line, Grisham is dead. The smart play would have been just to let the ball drop foul. And the first pitch to Jazz is a slider down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz chops this one foul. Count is 1-1. Messick sets and fires. The curveball is foul down the left field line. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz taps this one foul down the first base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is now full. Messick is at 99 pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate for ball 4. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come
Don't
back
you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more
Hit
time.
the road, Jack. Don't you come
And
back
don't you come back no more. And you are out of here, Parker. Coming in to pitch is Matt Festa. Yankees have a runner at first with 2 outs. Anthony Volpe is coming up to bat. And it looks like we have a home run from our chat. And we have picked up our 754th subscriber. So we are 1 subscriber short of our next milestone of 755. Not sure who subscribed, but thank you. Appreciate the support and trust for looking for quality Yankee baseball content. So thank you. And while we're in this mini break, for those of you that are out there, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 17 votes. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And for those of you that are here, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 24, so we're 6 away from our goal for any of our live play-by-plays. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And Festa sets. First pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer is up high. Count is 1-0. That 4-seamer was 91 miles an hour. And the next pitch is on the way, and Volpe fouls this one straight back. Count is 1-1. And Festa throws over to first. Jazz is back in head first safe. First disengagement. And Festa sets. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe hammers this one into left field. It is going to bounce off the wall. Jazz is rounding third, and he is heading home. And Jazz is going to score standing up. So that is an RBI double for Anthony Volpe. And the Yankees lead is now 5-3. Coming up to bat is Ali Sanchez. 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is inside. Count is 1-0. And Festa sets. Pitch is on the way. That is up and in. Count is now 2-0 on Sanchez. Festa sets, and he fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 3-0. Festa sets. And the pitch is up and in for ball 4. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls that one straight back. Count is 0-1. And Festus sets. Pitch is up and in on Goldie. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Goldie. And Festus sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is evened at 2-2. Festus sets and fires, and Goldie fouls this one straight back. Count is going to remain 2-2. Festus sets. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one into right field, and that is going to get to Anthill. Volpe is rounding third, heading home, and he is going to score. Sanchez is going to go to third, so that is an RBI single for Paul Goldschmidt. So now the Yankee lead is 6-3. Goldschmidt, professional hitter in the clutch. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice, 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Rice is in the box. Festus sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is low and inside. Count is 1-0. Festus sets and fires, and that ball is hammered to Hoskins. He is going to flag it and step on the bag to end the inning. But not before the Yankees drop a 3 spot in the top of the 6th to take a 6-3 lead. And let's see, in our active scoreboard today, the Rays have a 5-0 lead in the top of the 7th on the Red Sox. Going to the bottom of the 6th, the Yankees have a 6-3 lead on the Guardians. And the next game doesn't start till 3:45, and that is about 50 minutes away. So that's your active scoreboard at this time. For those of you that are in our stream, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are currently at 17 votes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 24. 6 away from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We call play-by-plays almost every day. I drop a boatload of shorts. And if you like open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, I host those also. So if you like those things, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Consider subscribing. Benzana, Fairchild, and Schneemann are coming up to bat. Rodon is back for the 6th, and the first pitch is a fastball that paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Benzana. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off down the third baseline. Count is now 1-2. And the pitch is all the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is Rodon's 6th strikeout of the day. Rodon is at 88 pitches. First pitch to Fairchild is a sinker down low. Count is 1-0. Fairchild is 0 for 1 on the day with a base on balls and a run scored. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is now evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Fairchild is going to go down swinging for strike 3. So grab some bench Stewart because you are out of here via the K. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Daniel Schneemann, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch is a sinker down low and off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a bit high. Count is 2-0. Rodon sets and fires, and this ball is skied to center field. Grisham is drifting, coming in a bit, and makes the play for the 3rd out. And that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Guardians in the 6th. Coming up to bat for our New York Yankees is going to be Cody Bellinger, Ahmed Rosario, and Trent Grisham. For those of you that have hopped into our stream, we are headed to the bottom of 6. Yankees have a 6-3 lead on the Guardians. Bellinger, Rosario, and Grisham are coming up to bat. We have an active poll going currently. If you haven't dropped your vote in our poll, we are currently at 18. So let your vote be counted and your voice be heard. Drop that vote. We are currently at 24 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30. So we are 6 short of our actual goal. So hit the like button, share the channel out. And we are at 754 subscriptions for the Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. If you like live play-by-plays, I called 146 games last year during the regular season, the entire American League postseason, and the World Series. I also drop a lot of shorts, over 200 since the offseason began this past year. And I also host live open panels so that people in the stream can come up and talk baseball. Everyone is invited. So if these things appeal to you, please consider becoming a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family. And it looks like Cody Hewer is coming in to replace Matt Festa. Hewer is a right-handed relief pitcher. And it looks like they may have some pitch comm issues. Now Hewer steps off the mound again. Looks like the pitch comm is not working properly for him, so they're running a new one out. And Hewer sets and fires, and the pitch drifts off the plate. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings through the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is evened at 1-1. And Hewer sets and fires, and that slider is down low. Count is now 2-1 on Bellinger. Hewer sets, and the pitch is a changeup swung on and missed. Count is evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Bellinger slaps this one foul down the third base line. Next pitch is on the way, and this is looped into left field, and that is going to drop in for a hit. Bellinger is heading to second, and that is going to be a hustle double for Cody. And it looks like Ryan McMahon is coming in to pinch hit for Ahmed Rosario. All right, Big Mac, time to do some damage. McMahon is hitting .220 on the season, 7 home runs, 21 RBIs. Let's make it 22, brother. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is down in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on Mac. And the pitch is on the way, and McMahon swigs through the four-seamer at 97 miles an hour. Count is 1-1. He sets and he fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Big Mac. He sets and fires. The pitch is foul down the first base line. Count is evened at 2-2. And how do you do? Pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls this one off. Count remains 2-2. He sets and fires, and he paints the inside corner for call, strike 3. McMahon is down looking. First out. Coming up to bat is Captain Clutch Trent Grisham. Two for 3 on the day with a single, a triple, and 2 runs scored. First pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is down low and inside. Count is 1-0 on Grisham. And he sets and fires, and Grisham fouls that one off himself. Count is evened at 1-1. Brett Hedrick is warming up at the Yankee pad. Pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is 2-1. All right, Captain Clutch, time to get nasty. Bring in the run. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 3-1 on Grisham. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 4. So Captain Clutch is going to take his walk. Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. Jose Caballero coming up to bat, 1 for 2 on the day with a bunt single, sacrifice fly, RBI, and a run scored. First pitch is on the way, and that changeup paints the outside corner for call. Strike one, count it 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Cabby. Hewer sets, the runners take off, and the pitch is high. Runners take off, and that is going to be a double steal. So the Yankees have runners at second and third with one out. Bellinger steals his 8th bag of the year, and Grisham steals his 6th. Count is 1-2 on Caballero. Hey, Rob, welcome to the stream. The infield is now in. 1-2 count on Caballero. And Caballero takes time out. And the 1-2 is on the way, and that pitch is low and outside. Count is evened at 2-2. And Hewer sets and fire, and that ball is lined into right field. Bellinger's going to score. Grisham is held up at third, so that is an RBI single for Jose Caballero. And the Yankee lead is now 7-3. So the Yankees have runners at first and third, one out. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Wouldn't be surprised if Caballero took off on this guy. Jazz is up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses at the changeup. Count is 0-1. Jazz has a triple and a walk under his belt. 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz bounces this to second. It is flipped to Rocchio, and Grisham is going to score. So it is now 8-3 Yankees. RBI ground out for Chisholm. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe, 1 for 3 on the day with a double, RBI, and a run scored. First pitch is on the way, and that bounces away from the catcher. And Jazz is going to head to second. Wild pitch on the pitcher. And Hewer sets. Pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Hewer sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a slider down low and away. Count is 2-1 on Volpe. Next pitch is on the way, and this is a towering fly ball down the left field line. Count is 2-2. And Hewer sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is way outside. Count is now full 3-2. Hewer sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is outside for ball 4. Jazz takes off, and he is going to be at third with his 17th stolen base. And it looks like that does it for Hewer. So
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come
and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time.
Hit the road, Jack.
Road, Jack.
Don't you come
Don't
back
you come
no
back
more,
no
no more,
more.
no more, no more.
And Cody, you are out of here. Coming in to replace Hewer is Will Dion. Dion is a left-handed pitcher. And we have a home run for the chat. We have just picked up our 755th subscriber. Don't know who you are, but thank you. Appreciate the support and your trust in us or me being able to call and provide quality Yankee content. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We're currently at 20 votes. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we try to aspire for 30 likes for every live play-by-play. We are at 24, 6 down from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And in our active scoreboard, in the top of the 8th, the Red Sox have closed the gap on the Rays. Score is 5-4. Let's go Red Sox. And in our game, we are still on the top of the 7th. Yankees have an 8-3 lead on the Guardians. Yankees have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Ali Sanchez is coming up to bat. And the first pitch from Dion is line to right field. And Fry is going to run in and make the catch to end the inning. And that is going to do it. But not before the Yankees add 2 more runs to take an 8-3 lead, head into the bottom of the 7th. Coming up for the Guardians is going to be Hedges, Rocchio, and Martinez. So how are we feeling about today's game? Does everyone have their broom out ready for the sweep? I certainly do. So at this point, If you guys were to pick an MVP for the game, who would it be? No responses, no thoughts. And it looks like Brett Hedrick is coming in to replace Carlos Rodon. Ryan McMahon is going to be at third base to replace Rosario. First pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to McMahon. McMahon vacuums it up and fires to Rice for the first out. One pitch and one out. Coming up to bat is Brian Rocchio. 0 for 1 on the day. The first pitch is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Rocchio. And Hedrick sets. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied in the infield. Rice is tracking it and is going to make the play on the infield grass. So that is 3 pitches, 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Angel Martinez, 1 for 3 on the day with a solo shot home run in his plate appearance in the first inning. Hedrick sets and he fires, and the first pitch is going to be a four-seamer that paints the strike zone. For call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Hedrick sets, it fires, and the splitter is down low. Count is 1-1. Damn it, rimmed it. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is now 1-2 on Martinez. And Hedrick sets and fires, and this ball is looped over Volpe's head into left field. So that is going to be a 2-out single for Martinez. Coming up to bat is Jose Ramirez, 1 for 3 on the day. And Hedrick sets. First pitch is on the way. And this is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Hedrick sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Ramirez. Beautiful slider. And Hedrick sets. Checks on the runner at first, and the pitch is on the way. That slider bounces in front of the plate. Count is 1-2. And Hedrick sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way. This is grounded to Volpe. He flips it to Jazz. And that is going to do it for the Guardians in the bottom of the seventh. As we head to the eighth inning, Paul Goldschmidt, Ben Rice, and Cody Bellinger coming up to bat. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 20 votes at this time. And our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're currently at 25, 5 short of our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And it looks like we lost a sub. We're now at 754. Our next milestone is 755. So if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I call a lot of play-by-plays. I call the postseason. I call the preseason. I've dropped over 200 shorts since the off season, and I host open panels, so anyone in the chat is free to come up and talk baseball. If these things appeal to you, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And for those of you guys who have hung on for this game, during the middle of your busy Wednesday, I want to thank you and offer my appreciation for your support. I'm going to step away from the mic for a second, grab a drink out of my fridge. I will be right back. And as promised, I am back. Hey, Jason, what do you know, brother? Appreciate you being in here. And the first pitch to Goldschmidt is in there for call. Strike one. Nice changeup from Dion. He sets and fires, and the next pitch is a fastball right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls the four-seamer off. Count is going to remain 0-2. What do I know? I know that the Yankees are putting on a hit parade today. Good situational hitting. Carlos Rodon shoved when I didn't think he was going to make it through 4. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie loops a single over Bonzano's head to center field. And Goldschmidt is on with a single, another hit for Goldie. So this is another multi-hit game for Paul. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. He is 0 for 4 on the day with a strikeout. So it's time for Big Ben to get into the hit parade. Dion is certainly not going to overpower him. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Rice has a foul out, 2 groundouts, and a strikeout. Time to get in the hit parade, Ben. And the pitch is on the way, and this is a bounce through the infield to right field. Martinez is going to field it and get it in. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. Cody Bellinger coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the day with a double, base on balls, and a run scored. And Dion sets and fires, and that cutter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and this is an elevator shaft home run in the infield. Rocchio is tracking it and makes the play on the left field grass. Infield fly was called, so that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. He came in to pinch hit for Ahmed Rosario, solidify the defense. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is, it is not off the plate. They called it call strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that curveball catches the outside corner for call strike 2. Count is Big Mac. Next pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls with straight back. Count is 0-2. And Dion sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is dropped in there for call strike 3. Slow curveball. So McMahon is down on strikes. Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. Captain Clutch is 2 for 3 on the day with a single, a triple, base on balls, and 3 runs scored. And the first pitch to Grisham is a curveball down low and outside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a foul tipped into the mask of the catcher. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is going to catch the outside corner for call strike 2. Count is evened at 2-2. So is Captain Clutch going to be able to come through and bring in another run? Guess we're about to find out. Next pitch is on the way, and Grisham slices this one down the left field line. That is going to make it in the stands. Count is going to remain 2-2 as we head to the 6th pitch of the at-bat. And Dion sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham hammers this one to center field, but Fairchild is tracking it and is going to make the play short of the warning track. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the eighth. Yankees are going to leave 2 runners on. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the eighth is going to be Hoskins, Fry, and Benzana. 8, 9, and 1. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 20 votes at this time. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 26, 4 short of our ultimate goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. So how are we feeling about the game? How are we feeling about the Yankees? So if you were to name your player MVP of the game, who would it be? Chat's awfully quiet. And it looks like Ryan Yarbrough is coming in to replace Brett Hedrick. Hoskins is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Ground out, line out, and a fly or strikeout. And Yarb sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0 and 1. And Yarbrough sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that cutter stays off the plate. Count is evened at 1 and 1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and this ball is popped up. Rice has got it, and he makes the play on the short right field grass for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Travis Fry. And Yarbrough sets and fires, and that fastball is just inside. Count is 1 and 0. And Yarbrough sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that cutter is inside. Count is 2 and 0. Sanchez is going to challenge this one. And that missed by 2 2/10 of an inch. So the count is 0 and 2. One challenge remaining. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter called strike one. Count is 2-1. Yarborough sets and fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 2-2. Hey, thanks, John. Appreciate that. Next pitch is on the way, and this is lined foul down the left field line. Count remains 2-2. Yarborough sets and fires, and that pitch is foul down the third base line. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at-bat. Yarborough sets, pitch is on the way, and Fry swings and misses for strike three. And that is the first strikeout for Yarborough on the day. Coming up to bat is Benzana, 1 for 2 on the day with a base on balls and a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1 on Benzana. And Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Volpe. Volpe sets and fires, and that is going to be a 1-2-3 eighth for Ryan Yarborough. So as we head to the top of the ninth, coming up to bat is going to be Jose Caballero, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Anthony Volpe. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 20 votes, so please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And as you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 26, 4 below our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 754 subscribers. Our goal, our next milestone is 755, so we are 1 down. If you like live play-by-plays, I call almost every game. If you like shorts, I've dropped over 200 since the off-season began. And if you like open panels, I host those so that everyone in the chat can come up and talk baseball. So if these things appeal to you, then consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. On our active scoreboard, there are only 2 games currently. In the top of the ninth, the Rays have a 7-5 lead on the Red Sox. And as you know, in this game, heading to the top of the ninth, Yankees have an 8-3 lead on the Guardians. And that's your active scoreboard for the day. So the Yankees are 3 outs away from a sweep. Do you guys have your brooms out ready to go? Caballero's coming up to bat. 2 for 3 on the day with a sacrifice, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Next pitch, first pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-0. And Dion sets, pitch is on the way, and that fastball is down low. Count is 2-0. Dion sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. And that is called strike one. Caballero is challenging it. And this should be overturned fairly quick. And the pitch is overturned. Count is now 3-0 on Cabby. Yankees still have one challenge remaining. Dion sets and fires, and that pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Caballero hammers this one foul down the third base line. Count is 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Caballero hammers this one foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at bat. Hey, Real Bill, welcome to the stream. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero swings and misses for strike three. Okay, Bill, thoughts and prayers are with you, and speedy recovery. First pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls that one off. Count is 0-1. What was loud? Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. And Dion sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on a miss for strike three. Jazz is down on strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe, 1 for 3 on the day. Dion sets and fires, and Volpe swings and misses at the four-seamer. Count is 0-1. And Dion sets and fires, and Volpe chops this one to Schneemann. He sets and fires to Reyes for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for New York. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on board. Coming up in the bottom of the ninth is going to be Fairchild, Schneemann, and Hedges. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. This is your last chance before game is over. Hopefully. And we are currently at 28 likes too short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 754 subscribers, one short of our next smallest spoon of 755. So if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where everyone in the chat can come up and talk baseball, well, this may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And from our active scoreboard, the Rays have beaten the Red Sox 7-5. And as you know, we are headed to the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees have an 8-3 lead on the Guardians. And the Nationals and the Giants are just underway. They're in the top of the first, and there is no score. That is our active scoreboard for the day. So our New York Yankees are 3 outs away from a sweep. Fairchild is digging in the box, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. And Yarbrough is going to remain in the game. First pitch is on the way, and that is a cutter off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that cutter paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is going to be just a bit low. Count is 2-1. I think that one was actually in there for a strike, but it's not being challenged. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is a cutter that misses outside. Count is now 3-1 on Fairchild. Next pitch is on the way, and that is called strike 2. The batter is challenging him. And the call is going to be overturned, and that is going to be ball 4 for Fairchild. Coming up to bat is Schneemann. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sinker is in there for call. Strike 1. Schneemann is 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of flyouts and a strikeout. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is way off the plate. Sweeper missed by a whole batter's box length. Count is 1-1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Yarbrough sets, pitch is on the way, and that is waved at for strike 3. So grab some bench Daniel because you're retired via the K. That is Yarbrough's second strikeout of the game. Coming up to bat is Austin Hedges. One for 3 on the day with a double and an RBI. And Yarborough sets and fires, and the first pitch is a sinker down low. Count is 1-0. And Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and he is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone with that cutter for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Yarborough sets. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to right field. That is, or left center. That's going to be off the wall. Grisham is going to play the ball and shoot it in. And Volpe is the cutoff man. He is not going to throw. So that is an RBI double for Hedges. Score is now 8-4. Coming up to bat is Brian Rocchio. Guardians have a runner at second with one out. And it looks like Blake is coming up. And it looks like Bednar is warming up in the pen. So the first pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to Volpe. Volpe slides and throws to third. He is going to have Hedges makes a bad base running mistake and is thrown out at third. Coming up to bat is Angel Garcia. So there are two outs with a runner at first base. Yarborough sets and fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-0. Martinez is 2 for 4 on the day with a homer and a single. Yarborough sets. Next pitch is on the way. And this is line to third base. McMahon has it. And that is going to do it for the Guardians today. So that is going to be a 3-game sweep of the Guardians. So the Yankees is going to take the season series 4-3. The numbers for today's game: Yankees had 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. The Guardians are going to have 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. Winning pitcher is going to be Carlos Rodon, advancing his record to 2-2. Mosaic is going to be the loser. His record is going to drop to 6-3. I want to thank everyone for being here in this afternoon's live play-by-play. I don't often get to call games on Wednesdays, and I appreciate everyone supporting the stream and showing up. You guys are most appreciated. And I'm going to end our active poll. And the results of the poll are, well, the poll is Will the Yankees pull off the sweep this afternoon? Without a doubt, 76%. Not sure the offense will hold up, 19%. Not likely. Rodon is on the mound, 5%. We had 21 total votes, and the without a doubts have it, 76%. So thank you for participating in today's active poll. And if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out before I shut the stream down. I will end this in my traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. I will be back on Friday to call the live play-by-play of the Yankees versus the Blue Jays at the Rogers Center. So have a great night, and we will see you in the funny papers.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever